So she makes a few assumptions about her nursing theory as well, these overarching, larger principles about her theory, and that these are things like that people should be self-reliant and responsible for their own care, as well as other people within their family who need care. So ultimately, the individual is responsible for their own care, and they need to be taking responsibility for their health and illness. It's an individual's job to be healthy, and they need to do that on their own with the support of their family. So she kind of shifts where the McGill model talked about how governments and individuals need to work together to support health. Orem really says it is actually the responsibility of the individual to make sure they're healthy. Of course, healthcare will help along the way, but it's not our responsibility to make you healthy. It's yours as an individual. So she said that people are distinct individuals. Again, people are unique individuals with their own health challenges and perspectives, values and beliefs, and we need to treat them like they are individuals. She said that nursing is a form of action, and it's an interaction between two or more people. So much like Jean Watson said that nursing is a noun and a verb, Dorothea Orem said it is a verb. It is doing something for the patients, doing something for the families or the group of people. That is the way that she defines nursing. It's not simply a way of being, but it is in what we do for our patients that we are nursing. And she says that we need to meet the universal self-care prerequisites for health. So all people have their own state of well-being or health, and when you're not meeting these ideas of health, you have a deficit or like a decrease in your amount of health. You have a care deficit. And she says in order to be healthy, we need to solve these care deficits. So if I have a diagnosis of cancer, I have a health deficit. And if I want to be healthy, then I will receive treatment. Maybe I will receive some chemotherapy. Maybe I will have surgery. Maybe I will get some emotional support. All of these things that will improve my care to meet the problem of my care deficit so that I can be healthy. So we need to help people who are having a care deficit or a self-care deficit in order to make them healthy. And so this care deficit then can be physiological, but it can also be like mental and physical, social. It can be in all the different areas of our life. And sometimes our self-care deficit is a result of lack of knowledge. So sometimes patients are sick because they don't have the knowledge about how to be healthy. So this would be a self-care deficit. So if I don't know that smoking is bad for me, maybe I choose to smoke, that is a self-care deficit that a nurse could educate a person about so that they can be healthy. Maybe I don't know that eating fatty food is bad for me, so I continue to eat fatty food. Maybe I don't know how to monitor my blood sugar, so I don't monitor my blood sugar even though I'm diabetic, so then this is a deficit in my care, right? So it can be related to physiological problems, but it can also be related to like lack of knowledge or education causing us to be sick or allowing our diseases to progress and become worse. And she also says that self-care, or my ability to take care of my own healthcare needs and issues, is directly related to my behaviors that I've learned in my socio-cultural context. So from my family, but also in my education that I studied in school, from the environment that I'm living in, so my culture that I grew up in Canada, and the culture that I'm currently living in here in Doha, right? All of these things impact the way that I live my life and how I am healthy and the way I make my decisions to continue to be healthy and deal with the challenges in my life. When I am sick, I might choose to do different things than when you are sick, based on my cultural beliefs and what I think will make me healthy. So the way that we deal with our self-care problems or our self-care deficits is really culturally linked and about our own understanding and beliefs, right? So this is what Orem is talking about.